then we start also entangling other properties of the measure, like the morality of the measure itself and the methods of acquisition. So, for example, if a good doctor does research in science and makes some breakthroughs about the human anatomy, and that's helpful for medicine, that work is going to be celebrated. The knowledge is going to be celebrated. But if a Nazi doctor, Joseph Mengele, does similar tests on human subjects completely through evil methods and discovers the same knowledge, will that taint the knowledge? The morality of the measurer, is it a good person or an evil person? The methods of acquisition, whether they're good methods or bad methods, does that change the knowledge or the way we should react to it? Both will be helpful knowledge at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I think the argument here is that in the modern era, the idea of modernity, once you remove the question of the ethical from knowledge making, then Joseph Mengele's knowledge is as relevant and useful as any other doctor who does it. So a scientist is not evaluated based on whether they are bad people. And this is a larger question with the arts too. Should an artist be a good person? So recently when Alice Munro's thing came about, that whole controversy about it, I did an op-ed for Hindustan Times on that too. Should it be does it diminish our art, the writing?
Separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, all these are very big. So I do think that the idea of modern science decouples it. In fact, a lot of scientific knowledge has been produced with very dubious people and through dubious means.
Oppenheimer is a good example.
Many of these cases, examples of a lot of work on race, for example, intelligence, experiment at various levels, and against women. There are so many examples of it from mainstream science, very patriarchal practices. So, but science tends to believe that if you can isolate something called knowledge, then which can, under certain conditions, then it does not matter. So these are larger questions about the future. How should we envision? Okay, let us say this is the way our world has come to till now, based on these values of knowledge, theory, and so on. The question is, how do you envision the next 50 years, 100 years of production of knowledge? And given the way it is, it's completely out of our hands. It's become something else now. But I'm just saying, ideally, that's the kind of question we would have liked to have posed. What should social theory be alike in the future? What should the task of theory be? Just like what should the task of technologies be? Questions like that.